What's going on? Welcome to Asian Cosell. So we have one here, in the South Korea series, being a Filipino woman in South Korea in an interview with Justmoy. So we'll see. And she has like what, almost 850,000 subscribers. So we're gonna get right into this and let's listen in on the interview.
Korean man and Filipino man.
They are really good to providing. They're so responsible. But based on my experience, they lack of affection. No, Filipino guy, they're really, for example, you come home, have you eaten? Can I cook for you? Eating what? Those little things are like what matters the most. Korean guys,
What are the stereotypes do you think Koreans have of Filipino?
Oh, about this, we're gonna talk about the misconceptions or stereotype. This is very common, so I think everyone knows it. That if a Filipina.
Hi, my name is Ryan. Today we invite really special guest from Philippines.
Hi guys. How do you call them? Your pants.
Oh, I didn't decide. Yeah, bibim
babies.
Bibim baby. Okay.
I'm Moy, and I'm a Filipino YouTuber from the Philippines.
Yeah. So which part of Filipino you come from?
I'm from Tarlac.
Tarlac.
Ah,
Okay, I said Tarlac. Okay. How long have you been in Philippines? How long have you been in Korea?
I just go to Korea 2019. Before it's just now I haven't come back in Korea.
So I want to know the price difference between Korea and Philippines.
It's 3 years. Philippines is 45% less expensive than South Korea.
It means about half.
Yeah, like really. In the apartment, my rental is just 100,000 won. But when I was living in Busan, it was $700.
Seven times.
Yeah, it's so expensive, but
Yeah.
I understand why, because the salary, it's really just enough, right?
Yeah.
For you to be able to sustain yourself in this kind of cost of living. Here is like per hour is manual. An alba or a part-time job. But in Philippines, one day, haru 종일 is manual.
Really?
8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's like the whole day work. Manual. It's a big difference. But just also same because the cost of living is cheaper, right?
That's right.
The cost of living is getting expensive, but salary or the income is not getting expensive, so it's kind of hard as well.
Which country do you think is more good to live?
When it comes to living, if I'm gonna be practical, it's in Korea, of course. The income is higher, so it's
right.
just balanced. But in Philippines, not everyone, but in general, if you really wanna have a good life, most Filipinos go to abroad in just like financially. But if I'm gonna settle, I'd still go to Philippines. Because Philippines, it's really, yes, 먹고 사는데 인생이 너무 간단해서 just really simple and happy, and people are really loving. Here, it's good to live practically. Well, even you don't.
And that's the thing with Korea.
That's right. Yeah.
I go to Philippines every year. Like my social life is so different in the Philippines. I do my morning work. I get out, I see what's up, talk to people. What's going on. It's like, kind of like the States, but in Korea, we just don't say nothing. We just live on our own. And you don't have what we call in America small talk. So you usually don't have any of that here in Korea. Even sometimes even with the foreigners, you're like, like what's up? Because it used to be even with back in Korea, like when we run into a foreigner, we're like, hey, what's going on? We don't even say anything to each other, even as Americans or foreigners, as much. It's just the way the society's set up. So yeah. All right, let's continue.
In Korea, usually talking to neighbor is not common.
Not really common. In Busan, I was there for 2 years, but I've never seen my neighbor. In Philippines, if you have a neighbor, it's like a family. If they have a birthday, they will give you the food. No, if there's a birthday, so I'm gonna give you the food. So friendly. And then maybe 4 to 5 p.m. Or when it's afternoon, then we go outside just, to hang out outside. And then people are outside and then we can just talk.
So you've been in Korea quite a long time, and I want to ask this question too. Do you think Koreans are welcoming to Filipino?
To me,
Sorry, wait.
I want to lose 20 kilos for the wedding. Do you know your fasting time? No.
yes. I was in Busan for 2 years, right? And the ajima, the ajushi, 옥수수 ajushi, 사장님 in one coffee shop, we all became friends.
Oh,
They're so friendly to me, even
Okay.
if I'm a Filipino and even if there's a language barrier, aside from club,
you mean dance?
usok talaga.
You scared of Koreans?
They are scared of.
How-
So I was like, they never come to me. My Korean friend is just like, I wanna keep a distance from her because men won't talk to her or what because of me.
I think that's not because you're Filipino, because you're dancing.
Yeah, it's
Come
not
on.
because I'm a Filipino.
Yeah.
It's because of my face.
No, I don't think so.
다른 질문.
What are the stereotypes do you think Koreans have of Filipino?
Oh, about this, we're gonna talk about the misconceptions or stereotype. This is very common, so I think everyone knows it. That if a Filipina is married to a Korean guy, usually think that this Filipina is a gold digger. Other case, maybe they met in a club or in a bar. Usually, the kids who are born with half parents, like half Filipina, half Koreans, it's very common for them to get bullied
In Korea.
because they are like half Filipina.
Ah,
Okay, I'm gonna put a disclaimer. Not everyone, but usually they have that.
Oh yeah, yeah. When a Korean guy meets a Filipina, they have a kid, and actually the term is called they are Kopinos, Korean, Pinoy, Kopinos. So just to let you know, that yeah, yeah, now it's changing, but it's not. But yeah, the things there they probably get bullied, but not as much anymore. I mean, it still goes on, but I think yeah, more of the Copino kids they just blend in. Actually, for since the Philippines love basketball, there's actually I didn't notice there was actually a player on one who is I think a Copino, but he doesn't speak any Tagalog or Basayan or any maybe not even any English. He just speaks straight Korean. So yeah, there's a lot of these here in Korea. So yeah, just per se.
Kind of misconception. I hope it's gonna change.
me too. So you've been in Korea quite a long time, 2 years, and I want to know your experience about. Have you ever experienced racism before in Korea?
Maybe in the bank. I tried to get bank statement. Their attitude is really not good at the time. I don't know if it's because I'm a foreigner or what. Or I asked my Korean friends that they said if you're gonna get a bank statement or what, they don't need to ask anything. They're just gonna give it. In my case, they asked a lot of things like why do you who sent money to you, like who is it? And then I told my friend, I asked for help, and then he called and then he like complained, why are you doing this, blah 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 blah. And then it's just very easy when he's the one who tried to get my bank statement, he got it like very easily. But when it's me, like they were so they're like ande. They're even like not 반말.
Really?
ande. And then I was like, wow, what did I do? I'm just asking for a certificate, I'm not doing anything.
It can be racism, I think.
It can be, or sometimes I don't know the difference because I don't really care. So sometimes I don't know if it's a racism or not. I mean, it is what it is. If you don't want to talk, then let's not talk.
Yeah, it can be a good way of living. Final question that I want to ask. Difference between Korean man and Filipino man.
I always try to avoid.
Why?
Because it's so controversial, You can't really compare anyone, Even if he's a Korean or he's a Filipino, it always depends. It doesn't really matter which nationality or what nationality are you.
I want to listen to your honest opinion.
I'm about to say it. Really good when it comes to providing. Like they won't. They are so responsible. when I dated my ex, so not everyone, okay?
Yeah.
And a disclaimer, not
Yeah.
everyone. But based on my experience and my friends' opinion, they lack of affection, have time for affection. Like if you date a Filipino guy, they're really thoughtful. For example, like the
really?
little things.
Okay.
Yep, the term skinship. I was like, when I first came to Korea, as a Korean American, I'm like, what the hell is skinship and all this? And it's like, yeah, we don't even touch, we don't do this because come on, I come from the Western world, so I'm just like, what the hell? I even have culture shock even in Korea because even yeah, technically, I'm Korean American, so it's like, yeah, what the hell? And they expect me to, you should know that, you should know this. I'm like, no, I don't, dude. I come from the States. Now, it's 10 years, so I kind of know now, but yeah, it's just like whatever.
Those little things are like what matters the most for us girls.
Did you eat?
In affection, then you're too busy. Usually Korean guys are too busy because 먹고 살기가 힘들잖아.
Oh,
그래서
yeah.
I understand it because it's really hard, like the pressure here in Korea. The life is hard. That's why they cannot have time. Yeah, if you have a partner, you really need to adjust, about the love language.
That's right. I love language.
How you want to be loved, how you want to express your love. For me, skinship doesn't matter. If we don't have skinship, it's okay. 근데 the affection, you need to show it,
Okay.
like the care, like the thought. For example, I'm grieving. One of my aunt died, and then my boyfriend doesn't say anything or comfort me or what, then that me that much. 갑자기 마음이 아파.
Do that.
장난. I've learned this one thing from him, that you gotta fix yourself on your own. You don't have to wait for anyone.
That's a good. Do you have last words in Korean?
잘 부탁드립니다. 안녕히 가세요. 아니, 저 한국어를 못 해가지고 저 외국인이잖아. 한국에 살았을 때부터 한국 친구들이 많이 만들었어요. 너무 행복해요. 그 오빠도 이제 친구 되어서 너무 행복해요. 그래서 저 너무 행복하고 너무 감사합니다. 비빔밥 코리아.
It's Bibim Korea.
비빔 코리아.
Yeah. Thanks for watching our video, and if you enjoyed it, please subscribe and like and comment down here, and also visit her YouTube channel.
What are the things that you guys want?
All right, so yep, so it's just a Filipino living here in Korea, and then Tarlac is actually in little northern Philippines of Manila, just if you guys don't know. So yeah, and the reason I know Tarlac is because my buddy lives there too. So, and then I passed by there when I was in the Philippines a couple years ago. So I headed up to up north, so like near Pampanga or some other place. So yeah, but yeah, so my Korean series, Filipina making her life here, so very typical. So yeah, it's a nice little video. So I just figured I had to do something on it. All right, if any of you enjoyed any of this content, please give me the HKO special, help the king out, hit the like, subscribe, and comment, and wherever you are, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video.